What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from sneakerfiles.com, and for this video I'm going to go over the release dates from Jordan Brand for the month of December. Now, I know it's a bit late, and right away I want to apologize for that. The news videos that I published earlier in the week, I felt like they needed to get out before this video, and I'm just going to briefly go over the pairs that have already released. But there is a lot more taking place this month, so I still wanted to put out this video. Also, I'm not sure if I'm going to put it out at 10 a.m. on Saturday or later on in the day. Now, at the time of shooting, this video is up to date, but in case a release gets changed, there will be a link in the description below which will take you to sneakerfiles.com, specifically our Air Jordan release dates page, which has all of December's releases as well as a lot for 2021. Now that I got that all out of the way, let's get into it. Released on December 1st is the Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort in Summit White. Now, I did a little digging, not extensive, but unfortunately I couldn't find a retailer that still has this pair. Now, I'm not saying that it's completely sold out, and even if it is and you have to buy it resale, I couldn't imagine that this pair would be going for extreme prices. But like I mentioned, they released on December 1st and the retail price is $140. On December 3rd, the Jordan Delta Breathe in multicolor released. Now, if you still want to purchase this pair, there is sizes available on Nike. And just looking at the site, the only size that has sold out is the size 9 and 11.5. I actually kind of like this model. I know there's no hype for them whatsoever, and that's perfectly fine with me. I feel like it would be a good training shoe, but on the flip side of things, if you're patient, I think that they will go on sale, although I can't 100% confirm that. So head over to Nike.com right now if you're interested in grabbing them, and the retail price is $130. There has been a lot of talk as of late on the Air Jordan 4 Manila. For those that may have missed out on it, it was exclusively released to Nike Manila in the Philippines and limited to 150 pairs. Now, in order to grab a pair, you had to fill out a raffle. Of course, you had to be entered, and some of you may have seen the viral image, well, somewhat viral, of all the people leaving the store and they actually had the shoes on their feet. So what they did was they had everybody who purchased the shoes wear them out of the store. So obviously that will somewhat hurt the resale value. It won't extremely hurt it, but you can't sell it as dead stock because you wore them. But a lot of the negative talk has been shifted to StockX because they have the shoe available, but to my knowledge, they only sell dead stock shoes. So GOAT you can sell used on, but StockX, everything has to be new. Now, all of those 150 pairs, they had to be worn out of the store. So I don't see how you can get away with selling them unless you put something on the site like, hey, these are used. And in my opinion, if you were lucky enough to get them and you want to resell them, that's your prerogative. That's your thing. I just think what StockX is doing is, not the best look. And the last time I checked StockX, they didn't update it. They could have. They might have put a disclaimer, but I haven't seen it. Anyways, this is definitely a nice pair. And I know I said that I wasn't going to go over deeply on the shoes that have already released, but I did feel like getting that out because that image has been shared everywhere. On Friday, the Air Jordan 8 Burgundy released. This is a women's exclusive, and I'm sure you already guessed this, they sold out. Now, although they've sold out, I've looked around, the resale prices aren't extremely high. What I've seen is it's about $30 over. Now, I totally get it. If you're against paying resale, I understand. And like always, there is a possibility that a restock could take place. In fact, any of the shoes mentioned in this video, it's possible that they do restock. Now, the Air Jordan 11, which I'm going to talk about later on, the possibility of that pair restocking is higher than the others. But this pair did release already December 4th, and the retail price is $190. Alright, so now we're on to today's releases, and unfortunately, no matter if I release this video at my normal 10 a.m. or later on in the day, the pairs would have already released. So the first one is the Air Jordan 4 Sashiko, and this pair released exclusively outside of North America. Again, I have no idea why Jordan Brand decided to do this. And in a previous video, I did add in links where you could buy the shoes. Well, enter the raffle and stuff like that. So for anybody that is going after them, I hope you did land a pair. And just as a heads up, the retail price is $190. And looking at the resale price of things, I don't like to mention resale, and the only reason I'm doing it for the fact that if you do want to buy them aftermarket, you can kind of expect what you're looking at as far as price goes. But it looks like the bigger sizes, they're going to go for a lot more, in the $300 range. And then your smaller sizes, anywhere from like an 8 to an 11, that's in the mid to high 200 range. Now that might change throughout the day, it might actually drop. It also depends on what time this video goes live. And again, there is a chance that they do restock, it just won't be in North America. Also released today is the Air Jordan 9 University Blue. Now again, a lot of people do want this pair, and it appears to be a GR. That doesn't mean much nowadays, as you guys know, pretty much everything sells out. However, I don't think these should be going for too much over retail, and this is another pair that I believe will eventually restock. Also, there will be some sizes that go faster than others, and they will be available in full family sizing. Now we're moving on to pairs that have yet to release, at least at the time of shooting. So first up is the Air Jordan 5 Low Golf Black Metallic. Now, I heard a few people receive early access for this pair, but the official release date is December 8th. Now, the only retailer that I know will have them is Nike, of course, and the retail price will be $220. I know not everybody likes the J Balvin Air Jordan 1 High OG, but there is a ton of hype for the shoes, and believe it or not, this is probably the most sought after pair of the month. Well, let me take that back. Maybe the second. The Air Jordan 11 Jubilee, aka 25th anniversary. I think that pair would take the #1 spot, just because people that aren't even into sneakers, they know about the shoes, they want to grab them. But this pair will debut on December 8th. Of course, they will be available at Sneakers, and then you have a good amount of other retailers that will have special raffles and stuff like that. Now, on sneakerfiles.com, there is a list of the stores that will have them. So if you're interested in checking that out, I'll place a link in the description below. So as for the size range, they will be available starting in a men's 3.5, which is a women's 5, and they'll go up to a men's 14, which is a women's 15.5. And the retail price will be $190. So far, I've only entered one raffle for the pair. I thought I was going to be able to get a pair early, and when I say early, I mean just a day, but unfortunately, that fell through. Next up, we have the Air Jordan 35 Sisterhood, and this is part of Jordan Brand and Nike's Sisterhood collection, which celebrates women athletes. Just before the video, official images leaked, so I'm going to include that in this video. And if you're interested in grabbing this pair, they drop on December 11th, and the retail price will be $180. I was looking around at some release calendars, and I came across the Air Jordan 35 Dynasty. So this pair actually released on October 22nd, and they were available exclusively on Nike sneakers in China. Now, the retailer I saw that will have them is Foot Locker. Kind of surprised me to see them, and I know there is a good amount of people that are interested in this pair, and overall the Air Jordan 35 has done well as far as the collaborations, the colorways, and just people gravitating towards them. So far, I've only seen Foot Locker, and the pair will also release on December 11th, and the retail price will be $195. The Air Jordan 11 25th anniversary, or you can call them the Air Jordan 11 Jubilee, will debut towards the middle of the month. This is also our Christmas time Air Jordan 11, as you guys already know. Each year, we get at least one Air Jordan 11, sometimes two. I believe one year we got 3, and there's a ton of pairs that are going to release, but again, that doesn't mean much. You still have to fight against the bots, you have to fight against resellers, all of that, and I still think if you really want this shoe, you'll be able to get them. Now, what I mean is, you're going to have to enter raffles, not just 1 or 2, enter a bunch of them. Also, wake up early on the release date. But for me, I just try Sneakers. I don't even mess with Finish Line, I don't mess with Foot Locker, none of those sites, just because how slow it is, and the bots do eat those up. I feel like I have a better shot on Sneakers, although Not a great shot, it's just a little bit better. But you don't have to worry about me because I will be passing on this shoe. I don't think it's a bad shoe, I'm just not a huge fan of them. I think instead I'm going to buy myself an older release, something I missed out on. And if I do that, I'll showcase that in an upcoming video, maybe in the news video. So to break down all the information, they release on December 12th. Retail price for adult sizing is $220. Grade school will retail at $180. Preschool will cost $95, and taller sizing will retail at $75. Just past the middle of the month, we'll have the opportunity to purchase the Air Jordan 13 Hyper Royal. Now this will be another pair that will be available in full family sizing. Again, I think this is a pair that more than likely will sell out, especially in the larger and smaller sizes. I'm sure I don't need to tell you that, you guys probably already know, but for the release info, December 19th is when they'll drop. Retail price will be $190. Also, this pair will be available pretty much everywhere, including Sneakers, Foot Locker, Finish Line, all those sites. Releasing on the same day as the Air Jordan 13 Hyper Royal, the Air Jordan 13 GS Gold Glitter will also debut. Now this is a grade school exclusive release. They won't be available in adult sizing. And just the other day, more photos leaked, so I'm going to include that here. And if this is something you're interested in buying, they drop on December 19th. Retail price for grade school sizing will be $140, preschool will cost $80, and toddler sizing will retail at $60. In the past, I would say that this shoe would definitely go on sale, but it's really hard to determine these releases because everyone's buying everything up. Like any shoe, if you want them, don't wait, just act right away. Only a few more releases to go over for the month, and the next one is the Air Jordan 12 Reverse Flu Game. This is another pair that will be available in full family sizing, and the way things are looking right now, this will be the last GR release for 2020. I still think there's going to be more releases that take place in December. It seems like there is a few weeks that are missing from Jordan Brand, but if that does happen, I'll update you on Sneaker Files as well as an upcoming video. This pair will release on December 26th, and the retail price for adult sizing is $190. Grade school will cost $140, preschool will cost $80, and toddler sizing will retail at $60. What looks like the last release of 2020 is the Air Jordan 11 Adapt. The shoe also celebrates the 25th anniversary of the Air Jordan 11, and it comes with auto lacing. Inspiration for this pair comes from Tinker Hatfield's original sketches. Initially, he designed the model to have a laceless build. I'm not a huge fan of the colorway, I definitely like the technology, and if Jordan Brand decides to release different colorways, it would be cool to see some OGs. I don't know if that will happen. As of now, we just have the one colorway, and they will release on December 30th for $500. So definitely a lot of money, and I think I'm going to try to get them. I highly doubt I will. Now currently I only know of one retailer that will have them, that is Sneakers, but if I find out of any more, I'll let you guys know in an upcoming video. And that is going to do it for this video. Like I mentioned early on, if a release date changes, it gets moved forward or pushed back, or if a new pair gets added in for the month of December, there will be a link in the description below, which will take you to sneakerfiles.com, specifically the Air Jordan release dates page. Also, I will be updating in upcoming news videos, so I'll keep you in the loop here. For the month, I only want to really go after 2 releases. I know I'm going to sound like a total hype beast, but I do want that J Balvin Air Jordan 1 and the Air Jordan 11 Adapt. The Air Jordan 11 Hyper Royal, I like them, but not enough to go after them. There's a few releases that I missed out earlier in the year that I still want to go after, as well as a few older retros. So I'm trying to be more selective on the stuff that I'm buying. But let me know in the comment section below which pairs you plan on going after this month. Also, if you haven't done so already, greatly appreciate a thumbs up, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. Thanks for watching, stay tuned to sneakerfiles.com, and if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.